You hear me? You hear me? Yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay. We good? All right. All right. So we are in the Pool of Siloam. And you must understand this area was covered with dirt, and the dirt started. If you look, you can see the wall, and you can see the metal door there. Okay, this was the road. It was here a road going all the way from the mosque all the way to the road here, and everything was covered with dirt. And 2000, and everything was covered in the 5th century AD. It was a Caesar named Avdokia, the Byzantine queen, and she said that the miracle was happening in the end of the Hezekiah tunnel. And she built a church there, and she said this is the miracle was there, and they built a church in that place as a Byzantine church in the 5th century AD, and the pool that you saw when you go out from the Hezekiah tunnel, this is what it says, the Pool of Siloam from the Byzantine period. All this area was outside of that complex. Okay? So what's happening, this area was covered with the dirt going that way. There's a garden there. This was a walkway, a road. And in 2002, it was a huge, in 2000, yeah, because in 2002 it was a huge rain season. And the drainage here that was in the dirt, in that level, was jumping up, and all the asphalt, you know what is the asphalt? All the asphalt destroying, there's a huge problem. And what they decide to do to fix it? To fix it. So to build a new pipe, to build a new asphalt, to make all that kind of, it's a huge project, started all the way from there, all the way there. And I was working in the spring area, not here. They're putting a supervisor here, archaeologist supervisor, from the Israel Antiquity Authority, and he was here watching. And they started to dig a tunnel from here, from the end of the wall. Digging a tunnel, and the bulldozer taking the dirt. And in the meantime, when it taking the dirt, you can see here a new stone. It was destroying that, and our supervisor from the Israel Antiquity Authority don't know about that even, because they didn't see anything, because the bulldozer walking. When he's walking, he take the dirt out. So you cannot see anything. Because the finger of the bulldozer, you know, the bagger, it's like 1 feet, 30 centimeter. 30 centimeter, it's a lot. When you see dirt and you're not watching what's going on and you're not hearing what he's doing, for you it's nothing. Oh, he's taking dirt, he's taking a stone, there's nothing here. No one thought that there's something here. So when they did, they dug that tunnel from there all the way to here. Okay? All the way to this area. So all this was open. And what they are saying, the Israel Antiquity Authority gave them a permission to put the pipe. And I heard about that, and I said, okay, let's do some picture, document this area. And we didn't have a solar like we have today, 2004 it was. We don't have a solar like we have today, and the camera that we have today. So I asked for my friend from National Park, he was supervisor from National Park, to come with me because he had a camera. And he took some picture with film, you know, film pictures. And then when he took some film picture, I was here, meantime I was here around in the tunnel. Here was a deep area, and then I heard the bulldozer scratching the stone. And the stone was here, you see, destroying that stone and that stone. And then I heard it scratching I was here, so I heard the sound of the stone. When I heard the sound of the stone, he taking the dirt, he putting on the track. Again, I heard the sound of the stone. I said, there's something must to be here. We must to clean to see what's going on. And what I did, I told them to stop, because I was the authority. And he's stopping. And then what I did, what he told me, Eli, my workers will come to clean it, see, I think there's nothing here. I told him, okay, no problem, send your worker. He started to clean the dirt, And then after 3 inches, he told me, Eli, there's nothing here, Eli, what are you talking about? And then I told him, no, I heard something must to be here. So I took more 6 inch of dirt out, and then I found 3 stairs. 1, 2, 3. When I found 3 stairs going that way and going that way, I says, something here. There must to be something here. And I know before, because it was a terrace wall supporting the water, I saw inside very nice stone. Okay? And I thought must to be something here. And I thought the Pool of Siloam must to be here. There, it's not enough. It's not big enough. It's something that was trying to say something must to be here. And then what they did, they gave me permission to do excavation in 2004, in May 2004, to do excavation that way. So what we did, we have here two square, one here and one there, and they gave me 10 days and told me do excavation. So what I did, I said I don't want to do the excavation that way because I already know that there's 3 stairs here. So let's do it that way. Maybe I will get more stairs, so I get more information about what's going on. So I did that excavation. So I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 stairs going that way from there all the way there. Like that, 5 meters from here to there, there, all the way down that way. And when we got that, the result, everyone said, okay, let's start to open it. So what we did, we start to open it that way. And we continue seeing that, and we can see that stairs going all the way down. So this is what we saw, the stone. But what about the finding? So what we found here, pottery, and found here coins. And that coins go back to the 1st century BC. So this stone was put in here even before the time of King Herod the Great. In the Hashmonaim period, let's say the mid-century BC. It was fantastic. So what this is going on? And then what they did, they gave me more time to do excavation. So what I did, I said, I'm not going to open more. I want to see the size. So I go further all the way there. Okay, where you came from the tunnel, from below the stairs there. And what I found a courtyard. And from that courtyard, what I found a street that going up to the temple. And then I say, if we have that, why not to connect this area with the temple area all the way to the western wall? And I didn't get any permission from anyone. I got a permission for doing excavation, but this plan was in my mind, and I say, let's do it. And then I start to do it. So I start to excavate all this area where we are. We have one corner here. We have another corner in the other side. We're talking about more than 50 meters. 50 meters, how much? 150 feet. One side to the other side. From here to there, another 50 meters. And this is the size of the pool, going all the way that garden. All the garden, it's one pool that was building here. And the water that came to this pool came from the Gihon spring, through Hezekiah tunnel all the way inside. And why this is important? Because this is the purity place in Jerusalem. If you want to do a ritual bath, if you want to do a mikveh, if you want to purify yourself, you came here. Why? Because there's high level of purity. It's the 6th level, the water that came from the spring. And this was huge. And then, if you're talking about this place, and we're going to the Bible talking about the pool that was here in this area. They're getting the water from the Hezekiah tunnel, from the Gihon spring. And that pool called the Pool of Siloam. Not just in the New Testament, also in the Jewish sources. They call it Brechat HaShiloach. So when we start to talk about that, and we start to understand what we have here, It's huge. And then you go to John chapter 9, reading John chapter 9, the blind man going to the Pool of Siloam. Where is the Pool of Siloam? Here, where you are sitting now. The miracle was just here. And if Jesus told the blind man, go to the Pool of Siloam, he knew exactly where is the Pool of Siloam. So which way is walking? Where is the road that taking the blind man here and taking back to the area of the temple? We're going to see it, part of that road. So this is the first time that someone found the real Pool of Siloam. Not the Byzantine understanding that the Pool of Siloam was there. The real one, as the real one was here, where we are. And you can see that they built it as a stairs. Why they built it as a stairs? For what reason? People walking inside to the water. Why you need to walk into the water? To purify yourself, to be pure. You're walking into the water, and this is what's happening. You have 5 stairs, and then you have a big stairs here. So you can stand here, and you can purify yourself. How many people can be here? Huh? How many people can be here? All over around. Huh? The water will change because the winter and the summer. So how many people can be here? Once making a ritual bath, going to the temple. 10,000? 5,000? 12,000? This is the place of the pilgrimage people to come to purify themselves before they go to the temple. They're connected to the temple. Other thing, by the Jewish source, we're talking about the high priest. He came to the Pool of Siloam and take a water from the Pool of Siloam to anoint it, the altar. We call that the water happiness, or the celebration of the water. It's the end of the tabernacle time. So they came here with a cup made by gold, and they take a water from the Pool of Siloam and go into the temple. So there's a rules. It's mentioned not just in the Jewish source. Josephus Flavius is talking about the Pool of Siloam. So we have the New Testament, we have the Old Testament, we have Jewish source, we have Josephus Flavius. Everyone talking about the Pool of Siloam, about this place. And the first time that we found it, I found it, I can say that. 2004, May 2004, I found the Pool of Siloam, and then I did the excavation here. And this is huge. And what it's huge, because for me it's great, because if you're looking here, you can see children's school, from the school, you can see different kind of tourists that coming here, different kind of people, all of them came here and sitting here and talking and explaining. And for me it's fantastic, I'm happy, because I did something that with a meaning to the people. Meaning with the people, it means that they can come here reading the Bible. If they came here and reading the Bible, it's fantastic. Who have a choice to make that to the people? Wherever you are, you can be more religious, less religious. But when you came here, or not religious. But when you came here and you talk about the history of this place and what's happening in this place, you must read in the Bible. You cannot leave it just a Pool of Siloam. People came here to what? To swim? No. This is with the meaning, and this is huge. This is huge. This is bedrock. This is the end of the city of David to the south. This is what we call the valley of the Terrapion, or the central valley of Jerusalem, connected from here to the Kidron Valley. And all the pool is all the area. What we're talking about, 1 acre, less than 1 acre. Think less than 1 acre, full of water, people coming here, purifying themselves, going to the temple. You can take a water from here for drinking also, no problem. Any question about?
So the pool gets a lot wider than?
Huh?
Is the pool much wider if you take
Yeah.
all that? How far does it go?
To the other side of the garden.
How far is I can't see.
Huh?
I can't see how far that garden goes.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Peter, Ma, you don't believe me?
No, I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure I understand what you're saying. Go ahead.
You don't understand?
No, I do. Keep talking.
How much further, Ellie? How much further?
I'm afraid, I tell you, 50 meters, 150 feet.
That's what I was asking.
Oh, that's what you're asking?
Yeah.
Oh, hallelujah.
Why won't they let you dig the rest of it up?
This is another good question. Peter, I like your question, you know. It's very interesting. From the Sea of Galilee to the Pool of Siloam. That's fantastic. But when we're talking about why we are not doing that excavation that way, because this belongs to the Greek Orthodox Church. And because it belongs to the Greek Orthodox Church, we cannot doing excavation in private property.
Where do they use the lake?
Wherever they want. But this is belong to them. And you cannot do nothing with that. We're not taking, even it's important also for them. We're visiting the Patriarch, the Greek Orthodox Patriarch, when we found it. We've been in his office and we talked with him. And he said yes, 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 and he came here with his car and he seen the place. That's it, no more than that. No one gave us permission to continue our excavation. But we will see it, the future, but the most important, we are in the place, we found it. If we dug 3 feet, 10 feet, 100 feet, it's okay, it's nice, but we are here, and you're sitting in the place, and that's the important. Okay?
Ellie, why couldn't you find the Pool of Siloam in a quieter place?
In the quiet place.
Quieter place. Got all these people here.
I just want to tell you something. This is because this place is so popular.
So popular.
So popular.
Dick
So
has a question
popular.
up there, Ellie. Say it loud.
So Hezekiah's tunnel comes in to the old, to the traditional pool, back over there. Was there no necessary connection between Hezekiah's tunnel and the Pool of Siloam?
There's a channel.
That continues?
Yeah, the channel that continues the water. There's another channel that goes straight inside to the pool. Of course.
For those on the film, Hezekiah's tunnel ends 100 feet,
Then
150 feet past
when
that.
we walk from here a little bit that way, I will show you the water there, running through a channel all over. Close to the rock, all the way that way. But in the ancient time, it was taking the water inside to the pool. More questions, ladies and gentlemen. What do you yes, sir?
Presumably this would fill up to a point. Where did it outflow? Does it continue on like a river?
No, if you're looking there, there's a channel going out from there. It was overflowing there. So if it was very high, there was flowing there and going out from the pool. So let's say in the summer, in the spring, no big deal. Everything is okay. The problem is in the winter, that when a lot of people are running and came here, and then we have a problem. But I want to let you know that the main drainage channel of Jerusalem didn't bring the water to the Pool of Siloam. They took the water outside. Why they took it outside? Because drain channel, the water is not clean enough. The water here came from the spring, and they keep it as it is. Water came to the Pool of Siloam just from the spring. Okay, we good?
So Jesus healed a man here. Only one of 2 miracles in Jerusalem. Healed a man here, and he healed a man at the Pool of Bethesda. We'll see tomorrow. Healed a man of lameness there. Ellie, you already told them, right? The 2 miracles Jesus did here in Jerusalem.
Yes.
Healed the blind here and the lame at the Pool of Bethesda. And those are the 2 things that the Jebusites said to David. This place is so secure, even the blind and the lame could defend it. And those are the 2 miracles, other than his resurrection, of course, that Jesus actually did here in Jerusalem. What happened to the guy who was healed here at the Pool of Siloam? It's in John chapter 9. Look it up. What happened to him?
He was questioned by the Pharisees.
He was questioned by the Pharisees, and what happened?
He basically told them off.
They basically put him out of the temple. Because,
They talked to his parents.
what's that?
They talked to his parents too.
Yeah, his parents said he's a grown man. He knows what happened to him. The temple authorities didn't want it known that Jesus was a miracle worker, even though they knew he was. Because, we talked about it before, what are the big three things that can tempt us? To do evil. Sex, money, power. Sex, money, power, good things. But they're so good that we'll sometimes sin in order to keep them or get them. And so the temple authorities didn't want Jesus to win. They didn't want him to be the Messiah because they'd be out of a job. That's why Caiaphas had him killed. Anyone else? Yeah, go ahead, loud.
Where's the bottom?
We're not seeing the bottom. Bottom is further that way. Yeah, it's going. From here, we have more 10 stairs going down. From here. And we saw it. We saw that stairs. Later it covered with dirt. But from here, there's more stairs going down.
Into the dirt? Ellie?
Yeah.
More steps?
Yeah, it's more steps. I saw that steps. We did the excavation here.
I'm also wondering, why did Jesus have him come to a pool if this is a mikvah, a place of purity before you go to the temple? I haven't heard anyone say this, but I'm just wondering if being purified released him of his sin. Even though it said in there he didn't sin. His blindness isn't because of the sin, but to show the glory of God. So he got purified by coming here and suddenly he could see. Well, maybe a part of our blindness is because we're not purified, because we're not confessing our sin, because we're too blinded by what we want rather than what God wants for us.
Yes, sir.
That might be a bit of a stupid question.
No, all the questions good question. Yes.
My man was waiting for something to happen in the pool, like a disturbance in the water.
No, that's Bethesda.
Okay.
That's the
This
lame
is
man.
this is the layman.
That's
It's different.
Totally not a stupid question.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a good question, but it's for the Pool of Bethesda. But it's a very good question. So yes, Peter.
There's seats like this on the other side.
Yes,
way on the other
yes,
side?
yes. It's not a seat. It's just a stairs because from all over the side of the pool, the people walking inside to the water. And you're right. All over it was built as a stairs that the people going to where? To the center, and the center is there. So from there, you can see. You seen the stairs there? Okay, going that way. You seen the stairs there? Going that way. So we have 1, 2, 3, and why not to have the 4? So all over around. You're right.
The lame man that got healed here, didn't he come here like every day, or he came here like?
Blind man.
The blind
lame
man,
man, Pool of Bethesda.
Sorry, the blind man. Okay, sorry. The lame man over there came there all the time. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, what I'm saying, this I already told you. From my point of view, the important miracle that Jesus did, it was in the Pool of Siloam. Because the meaning, it's not just for now, for the time of the miracle, it's the meaning of also for the future. And all the I talk about, what it's meaning, healing the blind man. And who is blind? Okay, just physical blind, or we're all blind in our life sometimes. And what we need to see in our life.
Now, Ellie, you knew this.
Okay, just a moment.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I got kind of a two-part question. The private owner over there, they can't appreciate what this means to them, posterity,
Yeah, of course, everyone knows.
but they just refuse to execute.
There's a lot of political all over around us, all the time. It's a real political.
How were
How I found it?
How were you funded?
Oh, funded. It's private.
money to do all
Yeah, private money.
Donations
Donation from America.
from America.
Yeah, from America and different other places. For example, Edelson, Sheldon Edelson. You heard this is Sheldon Edelson.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. Sheldon Elderson.
yeah. Also, he was part of finance. Yeah, Jewish and other. The finance the excavation here. But the first one that financed this excavation, came from the Galilee. And the David City of David Foundation don't have a lot of money in that time. We're talking about 2004, and there was a guy from the kibbutz around the Sea of Galilee that love archaeologists, and he came here, and he told me, and we talked, and he told me, Eli, what do you need just to start to move it? Not a lot, just wherever you can get for us. So I get for us in that time, $20,000, 20,000 shekel. 20,000 shekel is around $7,000. But it was enough water to continue the excavation for more 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. And when you have that kind of time, you can open more. When you open more, you see it more, bigger, more larger. So it was open from there all the way there. Alan.
The privilege to be with Eli Shukron, who dug this place, and he's probably the archaeologist that dug the most in the city of David. Yeah. Isn't that true?
Thank you very much. Thank you. תודה רבה. You know that I talked with him last night, I gave him $100, No, I'm kidding. זה בצחוק. תודה רבה, שיהיה לך שנה טובה. שנה טובה וחג שמח, גמר חתימה טובה.
We do believe that on New Year's, the Jewish New Year's, all human beings all around the world, Jews and non-Jews, are being judged by God. And we have a few days. It's next Monday and Tuesday. Shalom.
להתראות, תודה. So yes, ma'am, yes.
Was the access controlled in any way, or could you just come to the pool quite, freely if you were going to the temple? Did anyone
It was open to the public.
just open to the public?
All the pilgrimage people, from my point of view, came here. Why? Because the high level of purity was here. So when I'm going to the temple, I want to be in the high level of purity. It's in the 6th level, the water that came from the spring. And because of the building that way, and people coming like you, sitting, can go to the water, purify themselves, can walk on the pilgrimage road. There's a shop, they can eat, this is the place. This is the place, and this place is here. Why? Because it's connected with the temple that was on Mount Moriah. We're talking about 2,100 feet from here. Yes, Lee.
So it was active in the 1st century, but when was it first built, we think? If you're talking about the beginning of this pool, go back to the first temple period. Because we have the Hezekiah tunnel, the water came here as a reservoir water. It means there's a wall here that we found, like a dam, it was a wall here crossing the valley, and the water came here, the level of the water moving up, and the people came in for drinking water. In the 1st century BC, they built it as a stairs because they understand that they need a place for the pilgrimage people to purify themselves. So where they are going to do it? They don't have another place. Okay, so they build it here as a place that the people can come and purify themselves. And I believe that more close to the Hezekiah tunnel, there was another place that the people just taking from their water for drinking. Okay? It was active for how long then? Maybe 100 years? 200
What,
years?
this was active?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more than 100 years. Yeah. The pool as a ritual bath. But the pool for drinking water, from the beginning, even before 100 years ago, they came here to the spring and taking the water from the spring. You know. Yes, please. Okay, we good?
Just one other thing,
Okay.
Eli, I want you to just comment on the fact that you thought this connected to the Temple Mount, so you kept digging that way, right? The drainage channel. So he connected all of this all the way to the temple, so that's what we're going to see next.
So what's happening, this is very, very interesting, because when I found that place and I did some excavation there, they tell me, Eli, you cannot do excavation more because this is the way or that way. And then they told me, Eli, in 2007 you can do excavation just in the tunnels. And when I did excavation in the tunnels, and when I found in that tunnels the stairs above me. So we did excavation above it, so we found another part of the road. And they were so surprised, they said, oh, what's happening here, well, you know? And I said, if I get the permission if I ask for the administration, oh, I have a plan to do 1, 2, 3, 4, no one let me do it. You know what I'm talking about. When I'm doing that, I'm doing that. I found that, no one can argue with that. You can get it, you cannot get it, but it's there. The pilgrimage road is there, the drainage channel is there, the connection is there, the pool is here, everything connected. This is the experience that the people need to get when they came to Jerusalem, to be in the pool, to get the experience in the pool, and to get the experience to go to the temple. And this is what I did. And I was moving between. And it was a hard time, it wasn't easy. Not a lot of people like it, political and different. Not from the neighborhood, it's okay. But from my administration, but the worse. Okay? But
Eli, we have a saying in
but
America, it is better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. And that's what you were doing. He just kept digging.
because if you ask for permission, it's not work.
They're going to get arrested. You better be careful. They're going to arrest you.
Huh?
I'm just kidding. I'm
What?
teasing.
Oh, it isn't me? Who can arrest me? Who can arrest me?
I'm kidding.
What do you think? I just want to tell you something, Peter. If you're trusting Lord and you know what you're doing, and this is the right way that you're doing, not just for yourself, for all the people in the world, no one can do that stuff to you, you know.
Loud, dude,
And
loud.
this is it.
Did you say that you got the Goliath YouTube video up yesterday?
It's up, yeah.
I just got a message from one of my Sunday school people that they just watched it and thought about us.
Ooh, wow.
Well, hopefully
Just
every
fantastic.
day there'll be a new one. We'll see.
Yes, sir.
A personal question for you.
Yes.
When you realized what you found,
Yes.
how did you feel?
Look, I just want to tell you something. Feeling. We connected with the feeling. And the feeling connected to the moment. What it means, the moment that you understand what you found. And I can do it in all my excavation time. So when you understand that you found this is it, it's a huge feeling. But I get a feeling here, and I get a feeling in Temple Zero, I get a feeling with Golden Bell, I get a feeling with the pilgrimage road. All my life it's a huge feeling. Feeling. So all the time I'm feeling. And because that I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm walking through my feeling. And I get to that place, you know, to the Temple Mount, and from here all the way to the Temple Mount, no one even thought that this is something that you can do. And I did it. Okay? Okay.